first slide basically has a quote which some journalist somewhere did an interview about me and decided to pick up words that I did not use, but they suited me very well. And it's basically, it's not enough to be talented, and you need to put yourself in front of the industry players and create a chance for yourself. It's now become my quote, and it's a quote usually used around for actors mostly, but for any creative. I mean, there's no point of being a creative, and yet there's no way you can be seen and you can be heard of, and people can actually see your work. So it's something we will try and tell most upcoming actors, especially who get into the industry and wonder how is it, I mean, how do you become an actor? And it's not enough to just have the talent. You know, there have been people in Kibera and Kisumu and Nakuru who have talent, but it's not being put into good use. Maybe because they don't have the exposure to really showcase their talent, but I usually tell people, it's not enough to, I mean, it's not enough to just have talent, you know. And I really haven't done much in acting, but the few things I have done have really kind of propelled me to be the person standing in front of you and telling you what I've done. Even if there's someone out there who's done toy shows, I go up and me. But the 2 shows I've done, I basically joined started acting through the show Mashtaka. Most people don't watch it. I hope they do. Or those who do, awesome. But what to say, man? It's a really show, you know, they're being out on people and all that, and it's kind of too dramatic, too Makamani. But trust me, in Nairobi, those are the direction I get. I go to Mombasa and I'm a celebrity. I mean, every show has its own audience. That's what I'm trying to say. So you might not be watching it, but the people who actually do. And well, Mali, yeah, probably all of you should know me from that, where I play Dawn, and yeah, she's right. I look tall on TV and bigger, or should I say fatter? Because people tell me I look. Oh, it's not skinny in person. They go to me. Have you seen me? I'm not skinny anyway, you know. Then the film you just from watching was a series of 3 workshops that were done. Well, not 3 workshops, of workshops of a workshop that was done this year by One Fine Day Films, and they're the same people who've done Soul Boy and Nairobi Half-Life. It's the team behind those 2 movies, and I should have been Nairobi Half-Life, but I should have been. It should have been. But basically, I did attend 2011 workshop, which is where Nairobi Half-Life came from. So hopefully, if there's another Nairobi Half-Life next year, take a picture and say you'll be getting me and you. Yeah, and we did Roberta and then Point Moon, My Brother the Vampire, and 3 More Days. Then I'm trying to get myself into producing as well and directing. I can't be an actor forever. Truth be told, acting doesn't really pay that well in Kenya. And the people making all the money, the producers and the directors. So, but it's a good start, especially if you want to become a director later on. To actually know what goes around the acting scene. So I made a short film, The Bigger Man, which is actually what Liz saw, and I'm here today. She liked it, and yeah, basically. So I'm also edited it, and I'm trying to get into Kalasha Film Award and some short films competitions. If you haven't watched it, go on YouTube and search for The Bigger Man. We'll find a couple of bigger men, but search The Bigger Man, Gerald and the particular video will show up. Yeah. I'm a firm believer of self-promotion, and not in a bragging kind of way, but in like I started saying, I mean, this is the arts industry. No one will come looking for you I mean, you could be talented, but no one will come looking for you. You need to put yourself out there. So I came up with this website, actors.co.k, because when I joined the acting industry, I found a few loopholes. Like, for example, the major one being that actors in Kenya are not known. We basically do not have a platform to market ourselves to the world. So you might see people on TV, but you really don't know who their real names are, you know, or perhaps what else they did. I mean, they do. We know musicians and politicians who are celebrities in Kenya. But as an actor, I feel we are also doing much more. I mean, contributing much more in the creative sector. And I decided to come to a website where, apart from just giving information about the acting industry, we put profiles for actors so that people can get to know about them, and put information about auditions and events and all that, which is something that was missing because I joined acting early 2011. And it's not because I couldn't do it earlier, it's because I didn't know how to do it earlier. So through sheer luck, through a friend who told me about some particular auditions, the much tougher ones, that's how I got to get into it. But I believe that many people out there who have talent and they really also didn't know or don't know how to get into the acting industry. And that's basically the whole essence of that website. So I did a small clip. That's how I started off my day. I was like, you know what, if no one is going to give me work, I'll do it for myself. Went into a studio and recorded myself doing a small presentation. And that was the first advert I did. It didn't pay me with financial value, but it's paying me right now as I stand here. Then I've done an Airtel advertisement as well. I've never seen it. I hear it's showing somewhere in Nigeria, but yeah. A couple of pilots, and also through actors.k, I've managed to do casting for a movie called Going Bongo, which had Kabi Elaiga as one of the actresses in that movie. Then achievements, wow. Actors.co.ke has been running for a year. I launched it in August 2011. So it's been a year and 2 months. But it's done so much. If there are any actors in the house, any actors, aspiring actors, 2 only, or 3, 4, gosh, 5. Okay, all those actors in the house. Yes. I'm pretty sure you know what actors.co.ke and what's doing for the industry. And I hope it's good. Then Kenya, I was also elected secretary. Well, not really. Well, yes, I was elected when I got into the committee. But basically, through what I was doing with actors.co.ke, someone decided, you know what, let's take Gerald and have him in our committee. And also through that, I got to. It's kind of sad because I'm being approached to do so much stuff for the acting industry. Not because I am the best actor, not because I have done 20 shows like so many other actors out there, but through the initiative I'm doing, it's kind of what the government, Kenyan Film Commission, basically, are kind of pinpointing me for such stuff. But also at the same time, there's something called a guild that actors.co.ke is trying to push for. And through the guild, basically just putting actors together, form of a sort of a union, and take care of most of the issues that actors are facing in the industry. And through that guild, we can elect members, and it shouldn't just be a Gerald affair, because there are, well, it should be actors complaining, why is always Gerald? What do you know? But I mean, I detail myself by saying what you guys be doing. I mean, there's no point of just sitting down, and because most actors feel it's just enough to go act and go back home. But no, we have a responsibility. I feel we have a responsibility, not only to the public, but also to the industry itself. This is just me bragging on where I've been in a newspaper here, I've been in a magazine here, some websites featured me here. I was on radio as a guest talk on 1.9 Venus FM and radio. Training, yeah, this is the training I've had when it comes to acting. But it's sad because we don't have any acting school in Kenya. There are colleges trying to do that, but there isn't any. Well, we don't have any acting school. I know film schools, but not any that can teach you acting. But then again, most people say creative sector is all about, is it intuition or something like that? It's something either you're born into or you know. But I still believe something that can help you to get trained. So I've done, that's the much of acting classes I've attended. Yeah, hobbies, there you are. The kind of girls I just fit in, that is it. Oh yeah, that's the newspaper article I was featured in Zuku. And yeah, that's the article I was featured in Film Business Africa magazine. And yeah, basically that's it.